to the Comic on Demand show.
All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Mark Harmon, and you are watching the Comic on Demand show. This is the live drawing show where I will draw a 4-panel comic. Usually this is the part where I say a 4-panel comic that looks something like this, and then I show the table and there's a paper. But this camera right here is not working. That's usually the camera that shows the table with the paper. And of course I updated the software, and so now it doesn't work. So I need to figure that out. So today's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna draw on the computer this time. So which means you're not gonna see it looks like this, you see? And then you see my face down in the corner there. And like this. Yeah, so the camera doesn't work. So anyway, so I'm just gonna draw on the computer, and you'll just see my computer screen, and I'll just do it digitally today because whatever. So anyway, this is the live drawing show where I will draw a 4-panel comic that will look something, actually, you know what? It'll look something like this. You ready? That. It'll look something like this. I was just testing it out. But, ta-da, so you can see it is blank. That is because I am going to let you, the viewer, tell me what to draw. How does that sound? Okay, but I do have some ground rules. I have 3 rules. I try to keep the show PG, so no suggestions of anything like raunchy or un-PG related or whatever, you know? So no R-rated suggestions. 2, no suggestions of anything that like already exists, you know, like Superman, SpongeBob, all that stuff. Like if it's copyrighted and somebody else owns it, don't ask me to draw it, okay? So I'm just gonna avoid any of that kind of stuff. Mostly because at some point I'm gonna sell the originals, and I don't legally, whatever, it's a weird gray area and I just don't wanna deal with it. And then 3, no celebrities or sports mascots or anything, okay? So, rule number 1 and 2 I had from the very beginning, but rule number 3, because of you guys, rule number 3 came into existence, okay? So here's how it's gonna work. Make sure you can see the chat, because I'm gonna put the word go in the chat, okay? So it'll say, Mark Harmon, go. When you see that go, then put your suggestion in, okay? And then on my end, the first 2 suggestions that I see pop up, I'm gonna combine those 2 suggestions into this 4-panel comic. And hopefully it's funny or makes sense, and you know, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, so you're gonna see a little screen pop up, and I'm gonna hit go, and then give me your suggestion. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Right, we have our first 2 suggestions. Our first suggestion is Bantha batting baseballs. Bantha? Like the Star Wars creature? How do you know what you don't know what Star Wars creatures are? Is that a typo? Okay, Bantha battling baseballs. And the second suggestion is scorpion dancing. Okay, so I need to go to boop, I'll do that so you can see my screen, see what I'm doing. I need to Google Bantha because, oh, that's loud. Was that loud? Is this what you mean? This is a bantha. So I mean, if this is what you mean, What do we got here? Let me get a good, oh my gosh, stop it. My, hopefully that stops buzzing. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, you all need to stop doing that. Hang on. I need to mute this thing because it's going crazy. All right. Sorry. I am super professional today, baby. Okay. Just trying to find a good picture of a bantha, you know? That kind of shows, you know, that one's pretty good. That's kind of a 3/4 shot. All right, yeah, let's go for that. And then what was the other thing? A scorpion, yeah. So let me just look at a scorpion real quick. That works. Okay. Now let's put these in. Yes, I want to open it. Wow, this is really lagging. Oh, stop. What? Sorry, hang on. Yes, open. Open the file. Why would I not want to open the file? Where'd that bantha go? Let's put that bantha over off to the side here. And this scorpion. Is it really choppy for you guys? Because it's kind of slow and choppy for me. Like, do I not have the RAM for this? To run 2 programs at once like this? Okay. Okay. Bantha. Batting baseballs. Okay. Well. And then the scorpion's doing what? Dancing. All right. I'll see that. I need to make it a little bigger probably, huh? Then I can't see my reference. Okay. Twisty horns. See, now the question is, I said no copyrighted characters, but does this count? A bantha. Does this count as breaking my rule of no copyrighted characters? Because it is specific only to Star Wars. It's not like saying dragon or troll or something. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? He's got a big old mouth here. Why does it keep doing that? It's got like a sweet emo hairdo here. I'm gonna move. See, you know what? This is awesome. This is what I love about digital that I can't do when I'm doing it on paper. Is I'm like, you know what? I drew this too low. Let me just move it up real quick. Boom. And then just like that, it's moved up. If it was on paper, I'd have to erase it and completely draw it all over again. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, it's got little nostrils like this. Okay. I need to look at the scorpion here for a second, because I'm gonna draw the scorpion standing up right here. How many legs do they have? 8? So they're like arachnids. Man, why'd you have to give me a suggestion of something with so many legs? You couldn't have said like snake or something? I mean, snake's a desert animal. You know? Couldn't have said snake. Like, no, let's torture Mark. Let's give him something hard to draw. What's that thing's face look like? It's got little pinchers, huh? Let's give this scorpion a little hat. Let me just give like a hint of some big lights here. Make this look, wow, this is really slow and laggy. It's like a hint of a baseball stadium back here. And then put him on the pitcher's mound. It's an actual mound, right? I don't really know my baseball. The hint of some bases back there. Okay. Baseball's got little stitchings, right? Okay, I might need to, I think I might need to cut that panel in half. There you go. Panel has been cut in half. Okay, now I need to make it look like a scorpion just threw a baseball. Looks more like a walrus or something. I should have. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm gonna go get some reference for someone throwing a baseball because I can't just make that stuff up. Pitcher pitching baseball. Yeah, I want one that's like that. It's like straight on. Oh, actually, I like that one. Let's do that one. What in the world? Okay. Let's do... Yeah, I like the leg up in the air. Let's do that one. Okay. You know what, while we're at it, let's go ahead and just look up a batter, because why not? Or, oh, you know what? Let's do that one. Okay. So now I need both of these inside. Okay. You know, there is a way that I can turn the... There is a way to turn my canvas so I can see that I can, like, turn it, but I don't quite remember how to do it. So I'm just going to tilt my head, and it should work out. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat real quick because since I'm drawing on my screen, I can't see the chat, so I had to look at my phone, and the chat's all tiny. So I had to squint because I'm an old man. I need to zoom in. Sorry. You guys probably can't see it. Where's the other hand? Is it like in his glove? All right. What? What does a glove look like? Something like that. You get the idea, right? Whoops. I keep zooming out. I forgot that you guys on your screen is going to be like really tiny. Okay. And that, oh shoot, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna flip this around real quick. Okay. All right, so how do I transfer that to a big chubby monster? Okay, do you all know how difficult this is to take a big elephant shaped thing and use this baseball guy as reference to make it look like a big elephant thing is hitting something. I hope you all appreciate what I'm doing right now. Oh, wait. Whoops. Nope. I forgot my own punchline for this thing. Sorry, I keep zooming out. Okay, now I need to make this dude look like he's dancing. Make him do the staying alive pose. Yeah, let's change that. See, that is so nice. Do you see how nice that is? Where I drew it wrong, and so I can just make it a little bigger and turn it because my planning was garbage. It's so nice. That's why I work digitally, because I can do stuff like that. It's become like a crutch. All right. So anyway, there is the Comic on Demand so far. You just got the dude, the Bantha batting. You got in panel 2 here, you got the Scorpion pitching, and then he pitches, and it's a strike, and because he strikes, he's dancing. That's pretty straightforward today, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean. Whoops. Come on. Oh man, this is so laggy. All right. Okay. So let us begin the ink layer. So I just give myself a little rough sketch as to what I'm doing. And then I'll, go back and make things look pretty. See, the bummer thing, the reason why I wanted to do these on paper is so that I have a physical object to, sell later or whatever. Because if I do it digitally like this, I don't have an original. I mean, I could sell lots of prints, but I can't sell the original. And no original would actually exist. So that's why I wasn't just doing it digitally from the start. This is a little weird and difficult to ink right now because it's kind of laggy. So you asked ChatGPT to get a Bantha or a Star Wars thing, huh? Oh, sorry. I'm not seeing the, yeah, okay, hang on. I'll do mid-suggestion here in a second. Sorry, I can't see the chat very good. Yes. I got it. All right. All right. Now's the time in the show for the mid suggestion. Okay, so this is the part in the show where I basically do what I did from the beginning, and I let you get in another suggestion. Okay, so and I'll try to throw it in here somewhere. Okay, so same rules apply. No copyrighted stuff, no raunchy stuff, no celebrities, no mascots. So yeah, make sure you can see the chat. I'm going to put go in the chat and then give me that suggestion. And then just the first one that comes in, I'll put that in here somewhere. Okay, sound good? All right, let's do it. All right, we have our mid suggestion of a duck climbing a ladder. Okay, so so Karen, you just showed up and you said the things are fancy. They're not. They're not really fancy. They're just broken. Okay, see this? Okay, stop texting me during the show. Okay. Oh yeah. So see, it's black. It's black. It's not fancy. It's broken. This camera that's supposed to be right up here, that's supposed to be looking at the desk, is not working. I upgraded the software and now the software is broken. So I am doing it digitally today. So that's why it's fancy, because I'm doing it digital. So I'm glad that fancy, or I'm glad that broken looks fancy. So that's cool. Okay, duck climbing a ladder. Let's do it back here. Like a bullpen or something. What does the bullpen thing look like? Isn't there like a fence or something right here? That's like behind the batter and stuff. There's something like that. I don't know. I don't watch baseball. Whoops. Sorry. I gotta zoom in or else you guys can't see it. Okay, so let's do... All right, there's going to be our duck climbing the ladder. So last week, was it last week? Last week I went with my wife to a conference. Well, she went to the conference. I never went to the conference because it wasn't for me, but I just tagged along. And we stayed at this bed and breakfast that was, it used to be sort of like I'm guessing it was a rich person's house because it was kind of a mansion. It was like, 1800s mansion, but I don't know, it might just be like a regular size house today, but anyway, it was creepy. She didn't think it was creepy though. She liked it. But I thought it was creepy. Kind of gave me the willies. The food was pretty good though. It was called the I don't remember what it was called. It was somebody's last name. It was the person who built it. That I'm trying to say like Ellis something. Ella something. This is really exciting. Trying to listen to me remember a name of something. That's always a good time. That's like listening to someone trying to describe their dream. How come dreams are like the wildest thing to experience, but then the absolute dumbest thing to listen to someone explain? How does that work? Like, I don't know if I've ever listened to someone describe their dream without just being like, whoa, man. Because the way dreams work, right? You have to, there's like all these caveats of like, okay, so my dream, we were in our house, but it wasn't our house, but it was our house, but it wasn't our house. And then, you like your brother was there, but it wasn't your brother. And it's just like all these little tiny things constantly. And you're just like, oh, get to the point. But see, I do it too. I explain dreams like that too. And just because, I don't know, that's how I feel like you have to explain dreams. So the funny thing is, because I know that dreams are really dumb to try to explain, I will often just sort of make things up that wasn't actually in the dream, but just for like clarity's sake and just to sort of make it less of a slog to listen to. I'll kind of fudge some of the details sometimes. I mean, like, the main point will be there. Like, if it's one of those situations where it's like, it was in our house, but it wasn't really our house. Instead our house was, it was like, instead of this room here, it was this room there. And I'm just like, when I tell someone the dream, I'm just like, okay, we were in our house, and then blah, blah, blah. And then I just go from there. Like, I just skip all that stuff. I don't really have dreams very often anymore. I mean, like I do, but definitely not as much as a kid. Is that because I think I heard once, I don't know if I read it or heard it or something, that like, you know, the reason why you dream is to process new information, right? And so like when you're a kid, your whole life is new information, and so you're just constantly processing, and so you're constantly like dreaming. But when you become an adult, you don't come across like a whole lot of new information all that much. And so there's your day's just the same day in and day out, and so you don't have a lot to process. Is that true? Did anybody else hear that, or am I just making stuff up? Because that leg was crappy. See, oh man, that was beautiful. I could just like delete the leg. Oh, I love digital so much. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, I mean, my dreams these days are just, it's just me trying to find a bathroom all the time. I'm not processing new information. I'll rarely have, usually, you know, if you like watch a movie and it's like a cool movie or something, like with superpowers or aliens or something, usually like you might have a dream with that stuff in it. But I don't even have that. You could always say a dream version of. Yeah, that's true. Because it's like everybody knows that nothing's exactly right. Because I think my brain it'll take like 2 or 3 houses that I've lived in and will combine them into one house. So it's like, you know, the kitchen of this apartment that I used to live in mixed with the bedroom of that apartment or whatever. Oh man, that was terrible. That was one terrible circle. Mm-mm. Baseball stitches look something like that, right? I don't know. So those of you that might be a huge fan of my music, which is like nobody. At least nobody's ever said it. I've heard from personal experience and people telling me, I've actually heard the opposite, that people don't really like my music, and that's why I put it out for free. Anyway, so for those of you that may actually like it, Dance Party 11 should be is pretty close to being done. So anyway, so there's that. Even this time I did like a cover of a song. So, you know, like I basically created a song that already exists inside the little program that I use to make songs. But then I kind of added a little bit of my own stuff. Like it starts out recognizable, but then I add like different drums and different sounds to it to make it also my own. So I'm not just straight up copying it. So we'll see if that works out. I might do that here and there as I see fit. I mean, I already honestly, I kind of ape some stuff sometimes. Like if a song has a cool bass line that I like, I'll just kind of copy the bass line for a song. Or if it has some drums that I like, I'll copy the drums. So what I already kind of steal stuff. But not a whole lot. Oh, okay, so watch this. Here's another beautiful part about digital. Ready? Is I got my little selection tool, and then I do this, and then I do this, and boom, perfect circle. Oh, so good. If there's some sort of like super huge baseball fan, I'm probably not drawing a baseball correctly, but you know what? I don't really care. You get the idea that it's a baseball, and that's what counts. It's the idea that counts, you know? See, that's the beautiful part about art, is I can make something look real when I want to, and then I can just fudge it when I want to. I do that a lot. Where something, you know, I might make the head, you might use reference to get the head right, but then I'll just give something noodle arms after that. Uh-oh, I need to be not consistent. What's the word? No, shoot, I already fudged it. Whatever, I don't care. Continuity-wise, I need to be continuitous. Is that a word? Continuitous? Not to be confused with a constant nudist. That is different. Is that PG? Can I say nudist? As long as I don't show it, right? I can say it. As long as your kid doesn't ask you what it is. But now they will, because I just said ask your parents what it is. So now they're going to be like, what is that? What's that thing he's asking you to ask me? Or asking me to ask you? Or whatever. But my little trip to this conference, we just went to Salt Lake City, which isn't like a super like big city or anything. But who boy, I really don't like big cities. I don't like driving in them. I don't like being in them. They're just yucky and I don't like them. Okay, I'm going to draw this straight line. And then I'm going to rotate it. Oops, I didn't make it quite big enough. Boom. Oh, that's so nice. And then I'll just make another one next to it like that. Okay. This is where I'm just going to say fix it in post. I'm just getting rid of these little thingies here. Because I'm dividing that panel into two. Like that. Okay, let me use that sweet circle tool again. Boom. Baseball. See, then I can hold this button and it goes whoosh. What? No, stop it. It goes like that, whoosh, and it gives me straight lines. Oh, it's so good. Have I mentioned that I like drawing digitally better? Have I mentioned that at all? I don't know if I have. Whoops. Oh, you know what I should do? Since I'm drawing a bantha, you know what that means? It means I need to draw some bantha poodoo. Let me zoom in on that. Let me zoom in on the bantha poodoo. I'm not really sure what it looks like. Does it ever show it in the movie? Does it ever show bantha poodoo? Draw some stink lines. Give it some little details. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that pile of poodoo. Oh, that was fantastic. It ain't Comic on Demand until Mark draws some poop. So do you like digital or pen and paper better? Yeah. I see what you did there. See, I saw the good question, Corbin, first. And I was like, oh, what question did he ask? And then I realized what it was in response to. I'm a little slow. Oh, see, here's the beauty part. Is I'm going to move this down. Because that was a little too squished in that corner. Yeah. See, that's better. Oh. Whoops, forgot the word. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the lasso tool to write the words. And now they're going to be like super radical 80s text. Just because I'm being lazy and I don't want to totally follow my letters that are already put here. And then paint bucket, boom. All right, last panel here, people. I am not going to be drawing any Banthas running bases. But yes, if I did, I would make them go single file to hide their numbers. Okay, so completely off topic and super random from Star Wars stuff. Maybe not totally random, but kind of. I recently just saw the Thunderbolts, and it was actually pretty good. It was, oh my gosh, it was way better than. Have I already ranted about the dumb newest Captain America with the Red Hulk? Oh boy, that one was terrible. I kind of ranted on it on Facebook, where I was like, you could just tell that it was actors saying lines in a movie. It was really strange. Like, it just seemed so fake. And just the plot seemed pointless. It was more like it was like the fans were like, hey, how come you're not talking about the Celestial from the Eternals movie? And what happened to that guy that got stuff dripped on his head in that Hulk movie like 16 years ago? What about all that stuff? It's like all these lingering questions that were never addressed. And so it was just kind of like, oh, well, let's just address it in this Captain America movie, shall we? I was like, okay. Anyway, I didn't really like it all that much. But Thunderbolts was good. Thunderbolts, they kind of pulled like a Pixar, like, and what I mean by that is Pixar's kind of tackling like sort of big topics like, you know, like depression and stuff. And like emotions. Well, like Thunderbolts kind of did that too. Like the plot of Thunderbolts was basically like depression and bipolar. Told under the guise of a superhero action movie. So I thought it was really interesting. And they did a pretty good job. And I mean, I already liked him before, but now I absolutely love who's the Russian dude? The Crimson crud, what's his name? The Russian superhero guy. It's like the Crimson Dynamo? Is that what his name is? No, that's not it, is it? I can't remember. The Crimson something. It's like the Russian superhero guy. Anyway, he's my favorite. Okay, is that it? Oh, let me kind of... Yeah, Red Guardian, that's his name. Hey, Red and Crimson, same thing. Come on now. Red Guardian. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, dude, Red Guardian's my favorite. See, I feel like if I ever had superpowers, I would be like the Red Guardian, where the dude is just like absolutely stoked to be a superhero. I'm like, dude, if you were a superhero, that's exactly how you should be. All the other superheroes are like, oh, I have superpowers and I'm sad. Like, come on now. You're a superhero. You should be absolutely juiced. You should be especially juiced if you have a super serum running in your veins. You know what I mean? A little joke for you guys. Okay. You know what? I think we are going to call that good. Whoops. Boom. Okay, and then see that and then there's my sketches, and then I can just turn off the sketches and boom, they're gone. Sketches disappear. Okay, well, there it is, people. We're all done. There is your Comic on Demand of we got a Bantha batting baseballs and a Scorpion dancing. So the Bantha's up at bat, Scorpion pitches, strike 3, Bantha's out, Scorpion dances. That's it. There's my button, there's my other button. All right, anyway, there it is, people. There's a Comic on Demand. Thanks for coming, thanks for showing up, thanks for being here, thanks for arriving, thanks for your presence, thanks for whatever you... I was trying to think of a bunch of things about being here and watching and whatever. Anyway, thanks for showing up. You're awesome. Hopefully my camera works next week. Unless, you know what? Let me know. Like, is digital better? Do you want me to do it digital from now on? I mean, I could. Or do you want me to keep doing the pencil and paper? I know. Because, you know, if I do pencil and paper, then, you know, you don't get to see my janky thumbs. Or... if I do it digital, then you don't have to see my jank thumbs. Unless, do you guys like seeing my jank thumbs? Anyway. Okay, where's my button? Right there. Anyway, thanks for showing up. You're awesome. See you next week, and enjoy yourself.